We want to determine whether this function has a minimum or a maximum, and we want to find the value of that minimum or maximum, and we want to find the axis of symmetry. So in the first quadratic function video, we talked about how we know whether a quadratic function opens upwards or downwards, and that's all based on this leading coefficient here. Because our leading coefficient, or our value of a, is negative, we have a quadratic function that opens downwards. Well, what does that mean? Well, that means that this vertex here is the highest point on the graph. That means it's a maximum. So we've answered that part of the question. Our function does have a maximum because this parabola opens downwards. If we want to find the value for this vertex, both the x and the y value, we're going to need to start with the little formula x equals negative b over 2a. Notice that for our problem, a equals negative 3, b equals 12, and c equals 7. So our x is negative b over 2a is going to become negative 12 over negative 6, which is just 2. So the x value of our vertex is 2. The y value of our vertex is just going to be what we get when we plug our x value, 2, into the original function. So I'm just going up to this original function here, and everywhere I see an x, I'm replacing it with a 2. And then just a little order of operations. I am getting that the y value of my vertex is 19. So if we summarize all this information on a little sketch, we know that our vertex is at the point 2, 19, which we're going to say is just right up here. And we know that our graph is opening downwards, so a really basic sketch of that parabola is just something like that. What is the value of the maximum of this graph? Well, it's 19, because that's the y value right here. And what is the axis of symmetry? Well, it's just the vertical line that goes right through that vertex, and its equation is just x equals 2. That's what we got right here. So let's summarize by answering that question. First, the vertex of our parabola is at the point 2, 19. The maximum value of that parabola is then the y value, 19. And the axis of symmetry is the equation x equals 2.